And from beginning. This is all very tricky for me, just so you know. I am not tech savvy at all. So this is a whole new ball game for me. I don't even want to tell you how many times I've practiced this in the past 24 hours. I just wanted to do my best for you, okay? So just one moment here. I need to make this big slideshow from beginning. There we go. Okay, we're starting. We're diving in. Thank you, first off, for being here. I know we're all busy. We've got a million things to do. So the fact that you're taking time out of your life to be here with me tonight means the world to me. If you're somebody I invited you for a reason. And if you're somebody who one of my other coaches invited, they did as well. So I thank you so very much for coming to the Team Beachbody Coach Opportunity webinar. Sure, there we go. Yeah, that's me. Love that picture of myself. Not. As you know, I'm Karina. If you don't know, hi, I'm Karina. I am a diamond coach with Team Beachbody. I have been a coach since April of 2013. In theory, we'll get into that. I've got two littles, Sloan's 4 and Weston is 2. And prior to being a Beachbody coach, I literally did it all. I worked in retail for like 8 years of my life at Orchard Park Mall in Kelowna. And then I went on to work at a cable company, just doing customer service, where I met my amazing husband. And then from there, I went to a dental office, which was the first job I ever held, where I felt like my heart was finally being used, because it was a pediatric dental office and I was working with children. And let me just make sure this chat isn't saying people can't see me. That would be unfortunate, or that they can't hear me. Okay. All right, everyone can see me. Sorry, just saw the chat window. Okay, sorry. So yeah, that dental office fulfilled a part of my heart, because it was working a lot with special needs kids, and I was finally able to just be there for people, which is something I hadn't had in a previous job, other than like helping people pick clothes, which for me wasn't super fulfilling. It was fun, don't get me wrong. From there, my husband's work, well, we weren't married yet, but it took him to Salmon Arm. He was transferred to Salmon Arm, and I went with and started a different cable company. It was a small cable company, and may I just say, carefully, because there's people here from Salmon Arm, but it was a really toxic work environment. It was a very unhealthy work environment. I would literally pull into the parking lot and sit in my car and have to will myself to go into that building every day. I desperately wanted to get pregnant so that I could be on maternity leave for a year, because I didn't want to be there. I didn't know who I could talk to there, because you never knew what they were saying behind your back. There were a couple amazing people there, but other than that, it was pretty bad. So got pregnant, yay! And was home with Sloan on maternity leave. And it came time that I was going to have to go back to work, and I didn't want to. But income-wise, I needed to. They kind of solved the problem for me, though, when the cable company sold to Shaw Cable, and my position was no longer needed. So great, except that now I didn't have an income. And Brad's income is great, and it takes care of us, but it just takes care of us. We needed more, right? Like, there was no debt repayment plan. There was nothing extra at the end of the day. So I started doing daycare in my home, which, as fun as it sounds, and it was fun, it's exhausting. Kids are exhausting. My own kids are exhausting. And it was hard to have energy for other people's children. And when I was about 5 months pregnant with Weston, I couldn't do it anymore. It was taking a toll on my health, and I had nothing left to give to my family. So I had to stop that and income. And we made do for a while, and I was searching desperately for something, anything that I could make money from home. I was breastfeeding, and I didn't want something that would take me away from my little and make me have to incorporate bottles. It just wasn't for me. And I was stressed out, and I got sucked into a lot of crappy online things, like a lot. There were things I was considering that I would never consider. I was going to work at a dairy farm, because the hours it was in the evening, and it was going to work that I could go from 11 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning and make more than minimum wage. But enter Beachbody. You see me in the beginning there in April. I was 196. That's not me at 196 pounds. I didn't take pictures then. I was 196 pounds after Weston. I'm a tall girl. I can hide that, but I was miserable. I wasn't happy. And so I had to do something to change. And I lost 12 pounds on my own, and then I plateaued. Nothing changed, no matter what I did. And I was really miserable. I had promised my husband, he doesn't care, but I promised him that if we had kids, I would get back to who I used to be. And I had failed miserably at that promise. So enter Rosa, my coach. She is a 2-star diamond and currently ranking number 4 in all of Canada for coaches. She's amazing. And she asked me to join the challenge. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. That sounds stupid. I can do this on my own. I actually said no like 3 times before one night I happened to see an infomercial for hip hop abs. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but late at night, there's a lot of Beachbody infomercials online or on TV, and saw this and I'm like, Beachbody, Rosa, Beachbody, and made the connection. And so I wrote her and I'm like, is this the same company? And she's like, yeah. That answered it for me. It was legit. So I joined a challenge. I did Les Mills Combat, which is like a kickboxing, punching, kicking video of awesomeness, and enter the middle picture where I lost 20 pounds and 20 inches. And I was blown away. Long story short, the reason I became a coach had nothing to do with being a coach. I was going to do Les Mills Combat. It was a 90-day challenge. I wanted to do Shakeology because I'd heard amazing things about it. And I wanted to save money. As a coach, you save 25% off of your Shakeology. So I signed up for that. And then I got really addicted to the programs, and they came out with T25, which is 25 minutes a day. So I did that, and that's the last picture where I lost an additional 10 pounds and 14 inches. So that's how I ended up being a working coach. People saw what I was doing. People saw the changes that were happening. It was pretty obvious. When you lose 55 pounds, people notice. And they connected. They were like, okay, what are you doing? How are you doing it? So a couple people that I know online, just friends of mine from a mom's group, purchased the program from me, and I got a check for commissions based off that. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. First I thought it was a bill, and I got upset, and I'm like, oh, this is money for me. And I thought to myself, I wasn't selling something. I was helping 2 friends of mine that wanted to lose the baby weight that they had, just like I had. I never once felt like I was selling a product. I was sharing something, and it worked. And I thought to myself, if I can unintentionally earn money by helping my friends, what would happen if I set my intention to helping others? What would happen if I was determined to help others? Not to lose weight because skinny's awesome, but to love themselves again. Because you guys, I didn't love myself at my heavier weight. I wasn't happy, and I wasn't me. So if I could bring that back to other moms I knew, the world would be amazing. And it is, because that's what I'm doing now. So I put in there, I'm a future elite coach, because I believe with all my heart, I'm going to the top of this company. I want it so badly, and it's going to happen. Next. Come on, next. Work. There we go. This is Kyla. Kyla is a coach on my team. Our team is called Thrive Nation, by the way. Kyla was originally in my challenge groups. As you can see, she lost an incredible amount of weight. I wrote it down somewhere here. Kyla, 28 pounds and 40 inches. Like, seriously, by doing T25, and I believe she was dabbling in the 21-day fix as well. She used to be a retail manager, and now she's all about living a healthier lifestyle and demonstrating that for her family and sharing with others what she has done. She's seriously done amazing, and she's going to be a rock star coach. She is a rock star coach. So this is Beachbody. Please let me know if I'm talking too fast. I do that anyways. Never mind. No, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Please go back. Sorry. There we go. So Beachbody was founded in 1998 by our amazing CEO, Carl Deichler and John Comden. I don't know a lot about John. He's kind of a behind-the-scenes fellow, but I know Carl. I've actually gotten to hang out with him about 3 times now, which blows my mind because he used to be just guys on videos, and now I know the CEO of our company. He had this idea about workouts. So you see, in 1999, they had thin thighs and great abs. They were about online workout programs because he wanted to get people healthy. Then they came out with Power 90. Keep that name in mind. Slim and 6, P90X, which was more of an extreme program. They just carried on with these programs, and they had behind the scenes, they had a thing called Team Beachbody Club. where people would post messages about like how they were doing with their workouts and what was going on with them and whatnot. And they saw the opportunity. They saw that people were keeping each other accountable, even though there was nothing forcing them to do so. They were just sharing and talking about what they're doing. So what they did is they looked at who was posting the most and who was losing weight and having success, and they invited them to be our 40 founding coaches. So in 2007, Team Beachbody launched with 40 founding coaches. Give me one moment. From there, it's gone crazy. They're crazy. All these programs, you've probably heard of most of them, or you've heard of somebody that has done them. From Insanity, there's the one I did, Les Mills Combat, T25, my favorite program of all, recently PIO. They literally have a program for everybody, and they're constantly working behind the scenes to come out with new programs. They literally, Carl desires to have something for everybody. He wants to fill any little empty spot in the fitness world. He wants to fill, because he doesn't want just people that have like 20 pounds to lose weight. He wants those that have 150, 200 pounds to lose. He wants them to lose weight. He wants to, rewind the state of North America and with the obesity that North America is facing. I'm not going to focus too much on this stuff, you guys, because I'll get into this further, and because I'm not a numbers person. But in 2007, Beachbody was making $8 million and going on up now, $328 million last year. Like, that is a huge growth. They are doing amazing, and it's because they have something for everybody. There's no shortage of people who are interested in Beachbody. As for us coaches, we have amazing sustainable growth. Like, where we started with the 40 founding coaches up to now, I know for a fact, it says 2014 projected. I know for a fact there are 220,000 coaches in all of Team Beachbody. That seems like a lot, and it may make you think, well, why do they need more? It's because there's no shortage of people who are interested in the health and fitness industry. It's like one of the #1 industries out there. And big thing for us Canadian coaches, sorry if you're not Canadian, but for us Canadian coaches, we only officially launched in July, meaning that in July, Team Beachbody became a Canadian entity. We are now Canadian coaches in Canada, whereas before we were US coaches operating in Canada. We are now paid in Canadian dollars. Our pricing for our customers is in Canadian dollars. And the huge thing is, it means that the government of Canada has approved our products and has approved our programs. And that's huge. Our government is super strict about what it will allow, to the point where there are some products that actually aren't yet approved. Not because they're bad or anything, but because they have to go through their testing. So that speaks volumes of support that the Canadian government said, yeah, you can sell this product here. We support it. What makes us unique? I'm sure you all know of different companies that sell shakes or that sell online workout programs, or in the stores, their workout programs, what have you. We're combining everything. We're not just a workout program. We're nutrition when it comes to Shakeology. We're peer support, and we reward people. People, like, if they do a Beachbody challenge, they get a free t-shirt. That sounds cheesy, but for real, if you've committed to something, it's like running a marathon or a 5K and you get a t-shirt. You're proud of yourself. You did that. You put in work for that. They reward people in that way. Plus, if somebody has a transformation story by doing a Beachbody challenge and they submit that online, they're entered to win $500. And if one of your challengers wins, you also, as their coach, wins $500. It's pretty awesome. More than that, I recently saw a news story, and it was about all the different workout and weight loss programs that are out there. I won't name names, but there's a lot of different companies out there where they promise weight loss and whatnot. And the study found that they all work, because the fact of the matter is, if you do something like you're told to do something, it works. Of course it does. But when people stopped those programs, they gained the weight back. And that's what we are about, is lifestyle change. I am not a supporter of a quick fix. I want people to transform their lives and think about what this is is going to be long-term, not a diet, not I'm going to do this for 90 days and get ripped and then let it go. It's about that long-term lifestyle change commitment to yourself. That's what I'm about as a coach. Sorry, I'm just referring to my notes just a little bit. And the peer support, that was one thing that report found, was that people that had that accountability and support had success. We have that with our online secret Facebook accountability groups. So I mentioned nutrition. Perhaps you've heard of Shakeology. I try not to blast too much about it, and I don't know why, because it's amazing. I have drank Shakeology for, a year and a half now, and I love it. I literally have it every single day. This is where I'm going to sound like an infomercial because I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like an infomercial. I used to be really down on people that did shakes. I didn't get it. I didn't think it was right to replace a meal with it. I just wasn't a fan of it until I discovered Shakeology. Now, Rosa told me when I started my first challenge that this was part of it. You drink Shake-O. I call it Shake-O. And I'm like, okay. But I was breastfeeding. Weston was only 7 months old. So I brought the list of ingredients to my doctor and my midwife, and they were both like, hands down, go for it. It's awesome. If he gets any of this through you, he's better off for it. So because of that, I felt confident drinking it. And man, what a difference it made, because I finally had energy. Anyone that knows a new mom or has been a new mom, we don't have time to eat. We're lucky if we get the scraps off our kids' plate. It's like, oh, a crust of bread, fabulous. Shakeology saved me because there were days when I didn't eat, but if I could quickly blend that and drink it, I knew I'd fueled my body for the day. And when I don't have it, if my home direct magically doesn't come when I need it and I've run out, heaven forbid, I feel it. I'm groggy. I'm craving sugar. I equate it to having my body has all these empty holes, and when I drink it, it just fills me up. It completes me. It rounds out my nutrition. It makes me good to go. That's everything that's in it. Obviously, I'm not a scientist, nor will I ever claim to be. There's a crap ton of amazing things in it. I need to refer to my notes for this, and I'm sorry, because I don't know all the ingredients, and this part I do want to be technical about because Shakeology is amazing, and you need to know that. But basically, okay, so it's protein. It's got 17 grams of protein, but it's not a protein shake, nor is it meant to be a protein shake. Vitamins and minerals, which reduces hunger and reduces cravings. And I noticed that huge. Sugar is my #1 enemy in the world. I am addicted to sugar like you wouldn't believe. And when I have my shake, it stops me. It helps me to stay on track. Antioxidants and phytonutrients to help detoxify and to help your body fight against free radical damage. It just provides your body with what it needs to stay strong. I'm not going to say that word, adaptogen herbs to help increase energy and combat stress. Prebiotics, probiotics, you name it, it's in there. You can visit www.myshakeology.com/supertrue if you want to see more about what's in Shakeology. But just know it's 100% natural, and it's seriously the healthiest meal of your day. Look at all the flavors. We have vegan and we have regular. And when Carl set out to make Shake-O, I call it Shake-O because I don't love the name. When he set out to make it, he didn't want to make the cheapest shake out there because the fact is there are of crappy shakes out there. Sorry, but there are. And this is the only one out there that is 100% natural. There's nothing in there that you couldn't go out into a rainforest to get, but most of us aren't going to a rainforest. But like the other day, I'm at the grocery store and I see a bag of, I think it was chia seeds, I should know how to say that, for $9.95 for a bag. And next it was a bag of flaxseed, and that was $10.95 for the bag. And I'm like, that's $20 for 2 bags, or for 2 bags of just 2 of the ingredients in Shakeology. It's crazy. It works out as a coach to being less than $5 a day for $41 worth of fruits and vegetables and nutrients and what have you. You really cannot beat the value. And for people that are questionable about it or wonder about it, they have a sample pack of both the vegan and the regular. For $20, you can sample 4 different flavors and find out for yourself. Plus, bottom of the bag guarantee. See, I sound like an infomercial. I hate it. I'm sorry. But they do. They have a bottom of the bag guarantee. If you hate it, but you've drank the whole bag of it, you can send it back and they will refund you your money. And that says a lot to me. Yeah. Beachbody literally has something for everybody, regardless of age, regardless of gender, regardless of fitness level. They have something that you can do. And that's what I love about them. It's not for the fit fanatic only. Sorry, it's not just for the fit fanatic that's like, I want to lose 10 pounds and get ripped. It's not just for those people, but for those people, body beast. It's not for young people only, you know, that people that can power through T25 no problem. As an example, my mom is 52. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. My mom's 52. She's done Focus T25. She's done the 21-day fix. Now she's doing PIO. She can do all those programs. My friend Nancy is 60 years old and she just started PIO and can do it no problem. They came up with P90. That's the latest program. It's on promo this month. Anybody can roll off the couch after having never moved in 25 years and do this program. It is that level of beginner program. There's literally something for everybody. Which is what brings me to this, our success stories. These are the things that touch my heart. This is why I'm a coach. Being a coach to me isn't about selling anything to anybody. Being a coach is about changing people's lives. That young fellow they just showed in the blue shirt, or the jumping too fast, he was at Summit and I was able to meet him. He is a sweetheart. And he had been really ridiculed his whole life because of his weight. Completely changed his body. More than that though, as a coach, like, we help people through support and motivation. And I made a quick little list of just a handful of the people that I've helped. Kyla lost 28 pounds. I lost 55 pounds. My friend Patty lost 35 pounds. My friend Lacey lost 18.5 pounds. Melissa lost 45 pounds. Jenny lost 24 pounds and 13 inches. Mandy lost 13 pounds. And those are all real people. Those are all people I know in my real life who just said, yeah, I want to do this, did it, and had success. And the people that I have in my life who I've reached out to and who are currently doing challenges and the results they're seeing, that's what fulfills me. That's what gets me to turn on my computer every night and sit down to work, is the lives that can be changed. Not because I'm a fitness or nutrition expert, because I'm not. I know what's worked for me, and I know what Beachbody has been proven to work. There's just something for that, being able to see those real live results, to be able to see your friend saying, I'm wearing jeans. I haven't worn jeans in 10 years because I didn't fit them. That says a lot to me. Enter the peer support. As coaches and as challengers, there's so much support. I mentioned the secret online Facebook groups. That's what we do. We run online accountability groups where people post their nutrition, they post their workouts, they post that they drank their Shakeology. We commiserate, we support, we motivate. It really becomes a little family. It's usually pretty small, between 5 and 10 people, and they get to know each other and they get to share. And that's what keeps people going. Carl didn't want people buying these programs and having them sit on the shelf in their collecting dust in their basement. He wants them to do them, and he wants them to have success. And that's our job. If I have a challenger that isn't posting, let's face it, if you're proud of what you're doing, you're posting and sharing that. And if you're not posting, something's going wrong. So I message them and I ask them what's up. And if they're local, I go for coffee with them and I talk about what's we're there to help. It's really our job. So what's a coach? We don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. I've said that. We don't have to be already at our fitness and nutrition goals. In fact, people that are at the beginning of their weight loss journey actually sometimes have an advantage because they can invite people to do that with them. Nobody wants to go it alone. And you don't have to be an experienced salesperson. In fact, I don't love salespeople. I have literally turned prospects away if they've said to me, oh, I can sell that shake, oh, I can sell that program. I don't want that on my team. I want people with a heart to help others, to change people's lives. I don't want salespeople. You can sell 1 million challenge packs, congratulations, but what are you doing if you're not investing in somebody's life? A coach should be sharing how people can change their lives and achieve their goals, committed to being proof the product works, working out daily and drinking our Shakeology, and improving and developing themselves. I can say hands down that if I never made $1 through Beachbody, which I have, I've made a few dollars, but if I had never had, it would still be the best thing that's ever happened to me. Because of Beachbody, one of our vital behaviors is personal development. So you see a couple books behind me there. They encourage us to read books, to grow our mind, to grow ourselves. And so while I am also right now like at the healthiest I've ever been, I'm at the strongest. I have forever struggled with confidence. I know, shocking compared to what you see on Facebook, right? But it's always been a struggle for me to just love the person I was created to be. And it's not anymore. I embrace that person and I see who I can be and who I can help. And I look in the mirror and I don't look at what I look like. I look at who I am. And that's because of Beachbody. The biggest motivators for me in this company haven't been financial. It's my friend who was in a horrible, horrible relationship. Through her personal development as a coach, walked away from it and made her life better. She told me she never would have had the strength to do that had she not been a coach. That speaks to me. Silly thing. Obviously, I've got to speed up. It's going to cancel me out. That's what I'm about, is about the life change. Quickly. Sorry, guys. Benefits. There are benefits to being a coach. There's me and my cutie. I can spend time with her anytime I want. If that was us going away for Easter to my sister's place, I didn't have to book time off. I just took the time off because I can, and I can take my work with me. You set your own hours. You can do part-time, you can do full-time. It's about what you can fit into your life. You do have to schedule it in. Like truly, if you want it to work, you have to say, this is my power hour for being a coach. And you do it. And you know, I put that quote there, God would not have put a dream in your heart if he hadn't already given you everything you need to fulfill it. You've already got everything you need to be a coach. If you're in this webinar and you're watching it, there's a reason. There's a reason you're paying attention. There's a reason you came tonight. It's because something about it might speak to you. And it's because it taps into something in you that wants to change other people's lives and change your own lives. You can do this online. You can do it in person. I do it mostly online. You just share your passion. You share who you are. You don't have to be outgoing and crazy like me. In fact, most of the top coaches are super introverted, but they can put themselves out there online. Online gives them that flexibility. Rewards. I'm not going to dabble in this too much, but they really do reward you. I've earned a free trip to Mexico based on challenge pack sales, which I don't look at like that. I look at as lives changed. This is a new program and it kicks butt. I got like a pin for becoming a diamond coach. Now they've got these awesome t-shirts and jackets and bracelets with your rank on it, which is pretty cool. Recognition. They take you on leadership retreats. They take you on top coach retreats. Like, it's amazing. The top coach last year, she had like her own 35-minute like show about her at the end of Summit in Vegas. It was pretty incredible. Our support, you guys, hands down, is amazing. You are not on your own when you become a coach. You have me or your sponsor as your upline. We have Rosa in the Fit Republic. And I know for a fact that our teams are different than the other teams out there. There are a lot of people out there that just care about signing people. That's not what we're about. We are about investing in each other and connecting with each other. So there's a list of our training tools. Coach Basics is a 60-day long program where every day you learn something new. I've condensed it to 30 days because 60 days is a long time, but it works. All the marketing is done for you. You don't need to do that. Every Monday we have a coach wake-up call where top coaches share their success stories. And social media, we have training for every possible social media out there. It makes our jobs so easy. Isn't it? And what to expect from us, Thrive Nation. That's my team. That's the aim of my team, because I believe we were born to do more than just survive. I believe we were born to thrive. That is my passion, is to thrive. We do weekly team calls. We're using this one tonight instead of our regular team call, where we talk about our problems. We do personal development, what have you. The new coach training, we recognize our accomplishments. And there's pretty much 24/7 support from me. I need to work on that because I see a text or a message from my coaches and I have to get back to them right away, which is sometimes hard, but you get that because I care about you. There's 24/7 support, like I said. We share our ideas. Nothing is about just you. If I have something that's working for me, I share it with my team so it can work for them. It's not competitive in that way, which is amazing. We have our secret team page where we post our stuff, leadership retreats. Anyone hits diamond, I'm taking them on a retreat, just so you know. Just saying, it's going to happen. So options. You can be a coach like this lovely little blonde girl over here. She wants to help others achieve their fitness goals. Or you can be a customer who wants to change their personal health by participating in a challenge group. As a coach, I'm not going to dive into this stuff, you guys, because I've got more to say about this. But basically, you purchase a challenge pack. Your coach sign-up fee is waived. The challenge pack is whatever fitness program you choose, plus your 30-day supply of Shakeology. And you start. And I plug you into an accountability group because it's important to go through a challenge group first to see where you're at, to see how you do, and to feel that program so you know how to carry others through the experience. There is an ongoing business fee of $15.95 a month that covers your website. They give us 3 amazing websites. They give us so much support. For $15.95 a month, you really can't beat it. As a customer, it's essentially the same. You purchase your challenge pack. It says to purchase Shakeology on its own or a fitness program on its own. I don't really support that because honestly, the deal they give you between Shakeology and the workout program being discounted is just too phenomenal. At any given month, you can buy a workout program and Shakeology for $140 to $160. It's not expensive, especially considering I know people that spend that a month on boot camp with no nutritional support. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you is going to ask you a question. They're just going to ask you what you liked about this, if it spoke to you at all. They're going to ask if it feels like maybe it's a fit for you, if something in this spoke to your heart, and if it could help you achieve your goals. And which appeals to you, being a coach or a customer, because there's those 2 options. I meant to do this in the beginning, but I invite you guys to really just take the time to think about who you are and who you were created to be and what's on your heart and how you feel about other people. If you're anything like me, I love the crap out of other people. I can look at any person out there and see something beautiful in them. I see people who are overweight, and I don't see it like as a flaw because it's not. It's so not. But if they aren't, like if they're happy like that, fantastic. But if they're not, I want to help them. I do, because I know what it's like to be unhappy like that. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and be like, that's not me. Because I knew it wasn't me when I was. And I know I can help. So anyways, if you feel that at all, or if you just aren't happy with where you're at, or you want that nutrition that's in Shakeology, that's what we're about. That's really the long and short about it. What can becoming a coach do for you? Financially, helping other people, and I will get into that. I do make money. I don't lie about that. I do. Who can I help? Think of people in your life that need you. Think about people in your life that you could influence to live a healthier life. My aunt became a coach, and my uncle, he doesn't like people knowing, but he's doing the workouts and he's drinking Shakeology and he's losing weight. And the fact that he, because of this, is going to be in his daughter's lives longer than maybe he would have before, I can't ask for more than that. Think about what your goals or dreams are, you guys. This world likes to tell us that we have to plug into a job 24/7 every single day and hate our lives and make money and not have time to be with those that we're making the money for in the first place. It's not true. There are so many other ways, you guys. There is a better life. It's a life by design. It's a life that you choose. And for me, this has opened that door for me. That may be the last slide. Questions? It's going to cut us off for questions, but please, any questions you have, either message me or the person that invited you. Text me, 250-317-2658. Call me at that number for that matter. But lastly, what I'm going to invite you all to is I'm going to do a sneak peek into Thrive Nation for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Everyone that was on this call, I'll add you to our coach group. You can see what we're about. I'll get into more of the financial stuff about how we make our money, our commissions programs. We basically make 25% commission off of any challenge pack we sell, or sorry, not even challenge pack, anything we sell. We get 25% commission off of that. There's team volume bonus. It gets deep, and it wouldn't be able to be covered in this call, so that's why I won't. But I'm going to share all of that in the next 3 days in Thrive Nation. No strings attached. Check it out. Look at it. Learn what I earn. I'll share that right now. I've got less than 1 minute left. I make $500 a week approximately right now. I've been in the business 1.5 years. There was 1 week in November last year that I didn't make money. Every other week I've made money. And I don't like talking about the money because that's not what it's about. But the fact is we are paid. It is our job. And there are people that are paid for far worse things than helping change other people's lives. So that's that. I thank every single one of you for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope I didn't talk too fast. And truly, just think about what this could do for you. Thank you so much, everybody, and have an absolutely beautiful night. I'm going to try and end it now awkwardly.